Coronavirus is continuing to spread fast around the world, and some governments have placed travel bans on passengers coming from certain areas. So for some Globetrotters, that dream vacation may have to be put on hold, but for others, there's still the option to go. And with many train stations and airports still packed with travellers jetting off to various destinations, you may be wondering, should I stay or should I go? The answer, well, it's something of an equation. Where are you going? Who are you? What would happen if for some reason you get stuck at your destination? And what will the impact be on your return? Let's take the first of the equation. Where are you going?
The situation's really fast moving and changing almost every day. So the key thing if you're going to travel is check government website, both of your home country and where you're going, to see if it's a high-risk area. There are certain areas we know people shouldn't be travelling to at all, such as Wuhan province and Iran.
Some countries have closed their borders, while others have issued bans to and from specific regions of the world. The US State Department has most recently warned its citizens to reconsider travelling abroad. Then there's the question of who you are.
We know there are certain risk groups, people with bad underlying illnesses and older people.
Underlying health conditions known to put people at risk include heart disease, lung disease, and diabetes. What happens if you get there, but due to the spread of coronavirus, you can't get home? Are you covered by insurance? And if not, can you afford an extended trip?
Certainly people shouldn't be travelling to areas that their governments or the governments that they're planning to visit of those countries are saying they don't want visitors and people shouldn't be travelling to, because there's no way they'll be insured. Otherwise, people should be speaking to their insurers to see what is covered. But it is a possibility you could be stuck somewhere for 2 weeks, and that you need to consider that.
And then the last factor to consider, will you need to self-quarantine on your return? Depending on where you travel or connect through, there are varying degrees of risk. And you also need to consider how easy it would be to work from home and whether your employer will pay you to do that.
I think the return leg from certain areas, very high-risk areas indeed, returners are asked to phone health authorities and to self-isolate even if they're well. But for most areas where there's an outbreak, as long as you're well, get home safely, and if you don't have any symptoms, then things should be okay.
So, should you stay or should you go? Well, it'll be different for everyone and you have to work out that risk. Do remember there's always next year and your health is much more important than a holiday.